Okay, so in today's video, we are talking about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE. Yeah, you heard that right. Let's go ahead and jump in. Now, first things first, if you've been following the channel for a while, then you probably noticed that I haven't made a video like this in a little while, so it's pretty exciting to share this news with you. I'm not sure if I'm going to call this news or simply leaks. Actually, let's just call them leaks, what they are, right? So they are leaks. There's been leaks circulating the internet over the past 2-3 days. You're looking at places like, Tech Radar, Tablet Monkeys, different places sharing this information found on Geekbench, right? These specs about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE were dropped on Geekbench, and of course, it hit the internet and it's been traveling around faster than wildfire. But anyway, it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of major changes, at least not from the physical aspect of the tablet. In fact, it seems like what Samsung did with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 lineup, where they pretty much kept the same frame that we had on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, seems like that same approach is being taken about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE, which, if you ask me, I don't have a problem with it. My only problem will be pricing, right? If they do what they did with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE when it dropped, I don't know, but we'll get to see, right? But anyway, so going back to the leak itself, so it seems like we should be expecting to see this drop sometime, beginning of spring, at least spring in the US, right? So we're looking at sometime around March, April. That's the anticipated time frame that we have. How accurate that is, I personally couldn't tell you. But what I usually say is with leaks, you have to try not to rely on them too much. When I drop a video like this one, just kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? Just listen to it as like a piece of news and just wait on it. If you currently need a tablet, I would say go out there and buy your tablet. Don't start making plans on things that are being planned for the future, right? So if you absolutely need a tablet right now, just go ahead and buy that. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that will change on the inside. The chipset is that stuff, right? So it looks like it was confirmed that it will be running a MediaTek Companion 900T. And that's going to be set to 2 Cortex A78 and a 6 Cortex A55 cores. Now, that to me still screams mid-range tablet, but there shouldn't be any surprises here, right? It is a mid-range tablet. It's an FE lineup. It's too bad we are losing. It seems like we are truly losing the S Lite lineup. If you remember, for those familiar, of course, we have the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. We had been hoping to see an S7 Lite and eventually, S8 Lite, but it seems like that one is being killed off. But anyway, so that seems to be the only mid-range. In fact, if we even take a look at the internal storage, we're looking at 64 gigs of internal storage. So same thing as what we had on this one. But it's not all terrible news, right? Because 64 gigs of internal storage on an Android tablet, well, on most Android tablets, still means that you can upgrade that at up to 1 terabyte in this specific case. And I anticipate that that's going to apply on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE, right? So 64 gigs of internal storage, expandable at up to 1 terabyte using micro SD card, of course. The RAM also matches what we have here. We have 4 gigs of RAM, essentially the same deal as what you have here. You should be able to do some level of, some moderate level of productivity, just like you are able to do with this guy here. The display, of course, will remain that same size as what we have here on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. Again, it just connects with what I said at the beginning, right? They're going to share tons of similarities, except the major changes are going to take place on the inside, right? Like the chipset, for example, we went from a Snapdragon chipset to a MediaTek, and I'm looking forward to see how that 900T is going to perform on the mid-range, right? Now, I do anticipate that performance here should not be disappointing. What we had on, or what we have on the current Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE, it's excellent performance for a mid-range tablet, so I don't see Samsung dropping the ball there and going any worse. Besides, if you do remember, the Companion 900T was actually announced last year, and it was supposed to hit some, mobile devices, including, I believe, some laptops. So we should be expecting mid-range level of performance with that chipset. This guy, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning, the code name for this found on Geekbench should be SM8506B. Now, part of the leak was that the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE will also be dropping with Android 13 loaded on there, and I anticipate a lot of good things going for that. Now, one thing I'm wondering is whether Samsung is going to, implement a 4 years major upgrade on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE. I don't know. I doubt. I'm thinking they're keeping that for the flagships and 3 years and then 4 years of security updates for the mid-range at budget, but they could change. I mean, Apple has been supporting their tablets for at least 5 years, for a long time, and seeing Samsung trying to get there, maybe next year will be the year they bump up, you know, mid-range tablets up to 4 years of major updates, but we'll get to see that when the time comes. But anyway, so Android 13 here, camera should be the same, 13 megapixel main camera on the back. It's still going to be a single camera on the back there, and on the front, of course, you're still going to have that same 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Not necessarily made, you know, to take amazing pictures, but again, just part of the stuff that leaked so far. Now, with all of this being said, the one main thing that I'm looking forward to seeing is how Samsung is going to price the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE. I'm really hoping they don't do anything close to what they did with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE. I personally thought it was pricey for what you got. Today, you know, you can find it for like $380. You know, by the way, I'm gonna have the links in the description if you are trying to purchase this guy here or the regular Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. So make sure to check out those links if you are in the market for a tablet right now, which also I said earlier, if you are in the market for a tablet right now, if you need a tablet right now, go ahead and buy your tablet. Don't wait. I always tell people, don't plan on what on other people's plan, right? Samsung is planning on dropping this tablet, but these are just leaks, right? So nothing is confirmed. We don't even know how good it's going to be compared to this guy. So if you need a tablet right now, just go ahead and buy one right now. But anyway, I digress there. So I will be looking forward to seeing how they price this guy, simply because competition is getting tight out there, right? And I'm not even talking about like an Apple iPad 9, which, by the way, in terms of raw performance is amazing. Competition is really getting tight. If you just look at some of the Xiaomi tablets, right? Even some of the Lenovo tablets, if you look at some of the stuff that they offer, right? So OLED display, for example. Some people, I see more and more people looking for OLED displays on their tablets, right? And this guy, the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE, should be, you know, boasting a TFT display, not an OLED. So seeing how competition is getting tight, yeah, Samsung better price it right, man, because sales on this particular guy didn't do very well at the beginning. They weren't so good at the beginning, right? So now they're selling better simply because the price has changed. So I'm really hoping that Samsung prices this guy right. And the other thing we should be looking forward to seeing should be 5G capability on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. This is just my take. What are you looking forward to seeing on the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 FE? Are you planning on buying this? Are you thinking about holding off until it gets here? Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna catch you in that comment section like I always do. Make sure to like, subscribe, of course. Share this video if you know anyone who'll be interested. I will catch you in that comment section. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will also catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.